Hello, hello. Ancestry.com. We've all seen the commercials for the DNA test, you know, the one where the woman gets to kind of learn and explore her Native American roots, the one where the guy gets to trade in his lederhosen for a kilt. And they always leave you with a smile on your face. Always, without fail. I don't care who you are, you smile. Don't lie, you do. So, I did one last Christmas. It was all I wanted for Christmas because I am adopted. I was adopted at birth, and I was raised an only child. And I found out at the age of 4 years old, that biologically I do have an older sister. Um, but so I kind of always kind of had a dream of meeting her. But really, I wanted the DNA test because I just wanted to know my roots. I wanted to know my background. Um, I'd always said Irish, with my last name being McDermott. I've always said I'm Irish, and thanks to Ancestry, I did find out that there is 20% Irish in me. So I can continue to say I'm Irish, although I am 60% British, but I will embrace my Irish side because I will. But you see those commercials of all the ancestry, the people who have done the ancestry things, and they all get some amazing gain. And what did I get besides knowing that I do have Irish in me? I got the ability to take this picture. That right there is my big sister. I did the DNA test back in the beginning of January and got my results. And one thing that the DNA test does is it shows you a list of potential relatives who have also done DNA tests. And the closest I matched with was, I think, a fourth cousin. You know, nobody you would ever have a name in common with. So I didn't explore that any further. But fast forward to June, and I'm leaving work one night, and I have a message on Facebook from a guy named Mike that just says, "Did you do an ancestry DNA test? I think you might be a cousin of my daughter." And I was thinking, okay, it's another fourth cousin, but not wanting to be rude, I replied. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did, and that's cool to know. I'm adopted. I don't know my biological history, but that's cool. And within 10 seconds, he replied saying, "I'm 85% sure I'm your biological uncle." And I was sitting in my car in the back parking lot behind work, and my heart momentarily stopped beating. And then within a few more messages, we did come to the realization that his sister is my biological mother. And he was able to get me in touch with my sister Ashley. That's Ashley. And it was a few days later that I growing up, I known since I was 4 that I had a sister. I didn't know how much older. Turns out she is 2.5 years older than me. But I'd always dreamed of being able to meet her and having her in my life. And I've always felt a connection to her. And then the very first time we talked on the phone, that connection strengthened enormously. And the amount of things that we had in common was almost scary, to both loving Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, both liking country music, and both liking root beer. I mean, it was bizarre. And also found out that she lives on the other side of the country. But I was determined to have this relationship with my sister that I had wanted for 25 years of my life. And a few weeks later, she drove up to Michigan with her son, my nephew. And on July 2nd, I got to meet my sister for the first time. And we spent that week together pretty much every single day. And then she went on home. But we still stayed in touch every day, usually just by texting, but we do stay in touch every day. Actually, the end of October, I flew down there and I visited her for a long weekend, and she'll be up here after Christmas. And then I'm looking at spending a week down there in February for her birthday, which I'm really excited about. And it's been so much fun just building this bond with my sister, and we are already close. And I definitely consider her to be a best friend to me already. And it is because of Ancestry DNA that I was able to meet my sister and now to have her in my life and to have my nephew in my life. And I could not ask for a better gift than that. Um, Ancestry.com has given me the greatest present I could ask for Christmas, birthday, what have you. Um, I highly recommend to anyone, if you've even been thinking about possibly doing an Ancestry DNA kit, do it. Do it. I did it literally just so I could find out if I'm accurate when I say I'm Irish. And never in a million years did I think that it would lead me to being able to have a relationship with my big sister. And it is absolutely worth it. It's worth every single penny. If you have any doubts, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay? Promise? All right. But you'll be hearing more about my sister because I talk to her in some capacity every single day, and she has become a very big part of my life. So you will definitely be hearing more about her. But what better way to start than with how we met? You know, I'm 29 years old and just met my big sister in July. So it's very, very exciting, and I'm excited to be sharing this journey as well. So definitely, Ancestry, do it.